Hey, Boris wanted to remind me, I forgot to thank you guys. So when I was talking about where do I get news from, this is why I like doing videos. So these are these things that just float in the air and they're gone. But equally, they bring up conversation and they bring up discussion. And you guys help me find games before anybody else does. And I should go back to making sure every Friday I do the what are you playing this weekend. Billy playing Indiana Jones. It's fun, like punching Nazis in the face. But with that though, like Balatro was not on my radar at all. And then I think somebody on YouTube was just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is coming out! I'm so excited about it." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then I checked it out and put it on my wish list, and then picked it up and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is really good. It's really fun." I have a video I want to do about that. Some design questions I have for you guys. Yeah, you're just chilling. But then, so that was really good. And then Helldivers 2. I knew Helldivers 2 was coming out and I was aware of it. But man, there was some real excitement both on TikTok and on YouTube about it in a way that wasn't the coverage that was happening. And so when I think about video game news, and I think, there is some news I want to know about. I want to know about some stuff going on. But for the most part, I just want to know like what's coming up, what's interesting, what are people digging. And, I find that a lot just on here, on Blue Sky, people talking about it. Like I started playing Indiana Jones just because of the conversations there. And some other people brought up Reddit. And Reddit is a place that I find news from sometimes as well. But honestly, I don't like the conversation there. But it's a good place to surface and bubble up conversations. But often, like, people to get their thing up talk in absolutes. And, I don't like those. And so that I don't dig. And it just... We're talking about this today on our Discord about, like, often I'll get, like, asked a question of, like, hey, it was 28 days later. What did you think of it? Was it super influential on Left 4 Dead? Not really. But I'm going to say nice things about the movie when you ask me that way because I don't want to be negative. I don't want to, like, there's actually people that I know and friends with and appreciate and like and did like the movie. But honestly, technology was driving more reasons why we did things than anything. And someone was like, "Oh, that's the first movie with fast zombies." No, it's not. Eric was really good at surfacing weird, strange movies. And back in the 80s, there's not just spaghetti westerns, but there's a bunch of Italian horror and some other European horror stuff that we watched that had fast zombies in it. And Half-Life had fast zombies in it, right? So it's like, but I say this in a quote, I say this in an interview 20 years ago. Someone asks me about, the movie, and I say something positive about it, and now, like, 20 years later, I get like, well, no, this is the scripture per Chet, and you said this, and it's like, come on, man. And so I don't like a lot of the conversations that kind of drive around and kind of hinge on that. So that stuff's not as interesting. But really, I just wanted to say thank you guys to that, and that it's time to feed Boris. And that, you guys really are great for helping me surface games to me and have an understanding of what to look for. So I'll get back to doing that every Friday, the hey, what are you playing thing, because it's super helpful for me as well. Because really, you think this account is about me sharing stuff with you, but really it is just me trying to steal things from you and grab ideas from you and steal what I should be playing while I can be lazy. So if I just make a video, it's like a couple minutes long, some morning, you guys tell me where all the good games are, that's a pretty good trade.